What is going on, guys? GregglesTV. This is an update on my health. If you remember, basically about 2 months ago, I put out a video talking about that I've been having some issues with my health, and it was that I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. For years, I was basically abusing my body with just bad food, zero exercise, overeating, and just generally not taking care of myself. And I went to the doctors, I don't know, 2 months ago, I guess at this point. I got a physical, they did my blood work, and again, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. My sugar levels were in the 300s, which is very, very bad. They should be below 100, and again, they were over 300, so really, really bad. And my thyroid was all out of whack, and high cholesterol. And now it's been 2 months since that appointment, and I had to get rechecked up. They rechecked all my my blood for cholesterol and blood sugar and my thyroid and everything else that they checked before. And I've got great news, and basically everything is looking fantastic. So I'll run through some of the stuff here. So first off, my cholesterol was high. It's now completely normal, which is awesome. And also my thyroid was a little bit out of whack. That again now is completely normal. As for my blood sugar, that is now slightly over 100. I tested at 103, which is definitely way more manageable at this point than it was in the 300s. So basically all my lab results came back, for the most part, completely normal. So this is like amazing. So I went to the doctor today. Well, by the time you see this video, it won't be today, but today. Anyways, and he said, usually when my patients come in with something like you had and the results you had previously, some of the numbers look okay and then most of the numbers still look bad. And he said, you're one of the rare cases where basically every single number looks amazing. And I can attribute it to, obviously, the medication helped big time, but also I've lost weight. So basically, I weighed myself in October 2018, because that's the last time I actually weighed myself, and I wrote it down. And since October of 2018 until this point, I've literally lost about 60 pounds, which is crazy. From the last doctor's appointment though, I've lost a little over 20 pounds, and that's been in 2 months I've lost. So that's helped out big time. So the medication, losing weight. I've also increased my exercise. Before I was only walking about 2 miles a day. I was doing that once a day. Now I'm walking up to 8 miles a day. I walk anywhere between 6 to 8 miles a day. I do 2-mile intervals because that's the way it works best for me. My son is always with me, so I walk him and my dogs basically 2 miles 3 to 4 times a day. So that's where the 6 to 8 miles comes from. And that's the only exercise I do. I don't go to the gym. And this is one of the marvelous things. I literally have not stepped in a gym. Should I? Probably should, to get more muscular or whatever, but I literally have not stepped in a gym. All I've done is walk. That's the only exercise that I've done. Played with my son a little bit, I guess you could call that exercise. But other than that, I have done zero exercise except for walk. I've cut my calories hugely in terms of like eating. I don't eat nearly as many calories as I do. I do intermittent fasting. I know a lot of you guys said to look into that, and I totally did. And sometimes I'll only eat like 500 calories in a day. I'll eat 1 to 2 times a day. So intermittent fasting has been a huge thing. I feel fantastic, guys. I feel great. I haven't felt this good in a long time. I felt pretty good like 2 months ago, to be honest with you, but I definitely feel better now. Sometimes I would just sweat. I'm sweating right now because it's hot, and I just walked a little bit ago, but literally I would sweat sometimes, unfortunately, just doing mundane tasks, maybe picking up my son a couple times, and I'd start sweating, and that doesn't happen anymore. I can jump around and run around and play with him, and I don't get tired or sweaty or anything. I feel fantastic. And again, it's been, I told the doctor it's kind of a blessing. I'm not really religious, but it's kind of a blessing in disguise. It's like I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, cholesterol, and a thyroid thing, and now I feel great. I'm walking all the time. Hopefully the next time I go to my doctors, he said within 2 months, they'll check everything again. And at that point, if everything's normal, they're basically gonna take me off my medication. I'll be done with medication. And then after that, get checked in another 4 months from there, just to make sure of me being off my medication, then I'm keeping up with everything and I'm not relapsing back to what I was before. And I'm doing things that fit into my lifestyle. That's the other big part of this. Do things, if you're in the same predicament I was in terms of being unhealthy and not liking to exercise and not eating as much, some of the things that I did are walking so easy for me because I have to walk my dog. So I extended those walks. I'd walk with him 2 miles at a time. I already like walking pretty much. So when I walk by myself or with my kid or with my wife, I'll listen to podcasts. So that kills the time in terms of the boringness. I listen to true crime podcasts. Those are long stories. Thank you, Luke. You got me into True Crime Garage, which is a really fun podcast. 22 Hours is another good podcast. Then I listen on my wrestling podcast. So podcasts eat up the time. I'll do audiobooks as well. So doing stuff that fits into my lifestyle has been a huge boost to doing what is great for me. I know a lot of people will tell you have to go to the gym and you have to run and you have to do push-ups and sit-ups. You don't have to do any of that BS. You can do as much as walking or just exercise or just eating a lot better, or combine the two, and then you get faster and better results and keep everything good. I think walking is something everyone can fit into their lifestyle, and you might not have to walk 8 miles a day, but at least do 4 miles a day. You should be able to do 4 miles a day. That's literally an hour of walking. You should be able to do 1 mile every 15 minutes. So I just wanted to give you guys that update. It's been awesome so far. I'll definitely have a third update in about 2 months from now, and hopefully everything will be even better than it is today with what I'm telling you. But so far everything's going awesome, and I know a lot of you have seen the results in terms of me losing weight. In my videos you say it on a semi-regular basis. So thanks so much for all the support and kind words you guys say in the comments about this kind of stuff. And if you guys have any issues, I always tell you, feel free to reach out to me if you're looking for advice or just moral support. I'm there for you guys, I guess. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, new videos every single day. I'll see you guys down the road. Peace!